For the next 30 days, I'm going to drink Everyday Dose mushroom coffee, and we'll put every one of their claims to the test to find out, does this really taste like coffee? Will it give you long-lasting energy and focus without the jitters and bloating? Will it improve your mood, gut health, sleep, and stress levels? Or is it just another overhyped instant coffee with random crap thrown in it so they can jack the price? You've probably seen ads for Everyday Dose, but if you haven't heard of it, it's one of the many mushroom coffees riding the trend of functional mushrooms. This one was founded by Jack Klauber, or Jack Savage, who created Everyday Dose as a replacement for his 20-year Adderall addiction.
And so I quit Adderall cold turkey, and that was sort of my entry into health and wellness, studying different types of ingredients and different types of nutrition. But it's an alternative coffee that uses science-backed ingredients to activate your dose.
And if you've seen their ads, or if you join their Facebook group, there are claims that these ingredients supposedly help with ADHD, PTSD, DID, TBI, BPD, pretty much all the letters that psychiatrists will grade you on these days. Now, I don't want to brag, but I've also earned some letters behind my name. I've been diagnosed with ADHD, SDD, GAD. I even earned a TBI when I was in grad school. So this is gonna be a good test, I think. But if you're thinking about using Everyday Dose for one of these diagnoses, please use common sense and don't forget this exclaimer. Please do not go off your meds without consulting your doctor first. Nevertheless, I paid $27 for this starter kit right here, and I've got 30 days to test it out on all of these claimed benefits before I'm automatically charged $36 per month for their monthly subscription. And y'all, I've done so many of these monthly subscriptions now that they all kind of feel the same. Main product and a couple of free gifts to make you feel like you're getting a deal. Sticker, metal spoon, propaganda. Ooh, another frother. My wife doesn't know this, but my secret motivation behind testing out all of these subscription products is to see how many spoons and frothers I can collect in my cabinet. Oh no. That can't possibly be right. Maybe I'm just too practical of a person, because I think lowering the price on the main product, you know, the one that's supposed to improve your health and give you all of these claimed benefits, that'd be a better investment than sending people all of these $5 stocking stuffers. But here's everything you'll get in your starter kit. And if I continue using their product for several months, they'll send me other souvenirs that I never knew I needed. There we go. Let's go make our first cup. I thought I'd closed the case on mushroom coffees after researching and testing Rise earlier this year. I figured if you've tried one mushroom drink, you've tried them all.
They're the same! Doesn't anyone notice this? I feel like I'm taking crazy pills!
But I was wrong. A lot of y'all are still interested in other brands. And it turns out different brands do use different ingredients. Everyday Dose has just 2 functional mushrooms in it, and they've added collagen and L-Theanine. But we'll talk about those ingredients and what they supposedly do for you in just a bit. First, we gotta find out what this stuff tastes like. According to ED's website, ooh, no, that abbreviation's not gonna work. According to their website, I'm about to have a creamy, dreamy coffee experience with a touch of chocolatey goodness. Wait, how's there chocolatey goodness in this? They said these were the only ingredients. Says. You know, a lot of the mushroom products that I've tried say that they taste like chocolate. It's really making me question whether or not I've ever even had chocolate. Because clearly I don't know what chocolate tastes like. It ain't creamy, and it ain't dreamy, unless you have dirty dreams. It tastes like dirty instant coffee that was burnt.
Tastes like burning.
When I was researching this stuff, I found lots of people who claim that it tastes great.
I think you could give somebody blindfolded and they're not gonna know the difference between this or regular coffee. And once you doctor it up, honestly, to me, it tastes just as good, if not better, as like a Starbucks coffee.
You know, honestly, that's probably fair. If you doctor this up, it'll taste like overpriced burnt coffee with too much sugar added and an aftertaste of buyer's regret. So I'm not overly impressed with the taste, but taste is subjective. So I decided to have my brother-in-law try it out too. You're a coffee snob, aren't you? A barista? He's a professional barista. You drink out of that cup every morning, right?
Yes. It's hot.
It's really hot.
Am I gonna burn my mouth?
You might, yeah. You might want to blow on it.
Not terrible. Kind of like weak coffee.
Would you drink that every day?
I just drink the coffee.
But taste might be the least of your concerns, especially if it does all this. Everyday Dose claims to be healthier and better than regular coffee because they've removed the crash, anxiety, jitters, poor sleep, and digestive issues. Because if you're experiencing these side effects from coffee, it's most likely because you're drinking too much caffeine. So Everyday Dose uses 50% less caffeine.
Only 45 milligrams of caffeine, which is about half the caffeine of a normal cup of coffee.
Or 80%.
It's 80% less caffeine than a normal coffee.
It has 39 milligrams per serving.
Everyday Dose has 39 milligrams.
Or 45 milligrams per serving.
Only 45 milligrams of caffeine.
Okay, so they're still figuring it out.
So that's about 1/3, 1/5, depending on your math.
Wait a minute. Math is open to personal interpretation? Why did my mom never tell me that there's more than one right answer to a math problem? According to my personal math, a typical cup of coffee has about 90 milligrams of caffeine, twice the amount in a single serving of Everyday Dose. Unfortunately, one serving of Everyday Dose is mixed into 3 to 7 ounces of water. So if you want to drink a 12-ounce cup of coffee, you're gonna have to use 2 scoops, which again, according to my math, brings you right back up to the same amount of caffeine that regular coffee has. And since you could achieve all of these results simply by drinking less coffee, I guess the secrets are in the special ingredients, says. So Everyday Dose has blended low caffeine, low acidity extract with an effective quantity of 4 amazing ingredients that improve energy, focus, mood, sleep, gut health, and immunity. So let's look at the effective quantities of these 4 amazing ingredients. In reverse order, we have 150 milligrams of L-Theanine, an amino acid naturally found in tea. Now, there is some research suggesting that caffeine and L-Theanine combined might help with focus, but the amounts are usually greater than what you'll get from Everyday Dose. The research linking L-Theanine to improved stress and sleep is less conclusive, but again uses dosages higher than 150 milligrams. Now that I think about it, I did feel better when I was drinking green tea instead of coffee, I think. So this stuff might actually work. Next, we have 4.725 grams of collagen protein, which supposedly helps improve your gut health. However, studies showing improved digestion and gut health use 5 times the amount of collagen found in Everyday Dose. There's also claims that collagen is great for strong nails, healthy hair, and glowy skin. My nails are growing, my skin is glowing, my positivity is overflowing. Unfortunately, it's all pretty much marketing hype. When you eat protein, your body breaks it down into amino acids and then uses them to build new proteins wherever your body most needs it. And that's what the nutrition breakdown of Everyday Dose is showing you. A fancy looking list of the amino acids in the small amount of collagen protein they've added. But just because you eat collagen protein doesn't mean it's used to create more collagen in your body. Pretty much any protein source is going to do that. Next is the 0.45 milligrams of their proprietary coffee extract. This is where your energy is coming from, caffeine. And since caffeine has been shown to activate adrenaline and cortisol, 2 natural stress hormones, consuming less of it will decrease crashes, jitters, anxiety, and stress. Disclaimer, if you don't currently consume caffeine, Everyday Dose might produce the opposite effect for you. And let's not forget about the bloating. More than half the reviews on the website are from people raving about how it doesn't make them feel bloated.
It only took 2 weeks for me to go from this to this once I switched out my regular coffee for this gut-friendly blend from Everyday Dose.
If you experience bloating from regular coffee and it's not from all the stuff that you're adding to it, it's probably the acidity of the coffee. A simple fix for coffee bloat is to switch to low acidity coffee, which is a fraction of the price of mushroom coffees. And lastly, we have the 1.5 grams of functional mushrooms, approximately 750 milligrams of lion's mane and 750 milligrams of chaga. Now, if you've seen my other reviews on Rise mushroom coffee or mud water, you already know that there isn't much research on these supplements. In fact, scientists who study mushrooms say these drinks are little more than snake oil. Everyday Dose claims that lion's mane is good for memory and focus, though this study found no such benefits. And they even used 10,000 milligrams instead of just 750. Chaga mushroom supposedly gives you improved immunity and decreased inflammation, but I couldn't find any human studies. I did find some stuff done on mice though that shows an anti-inflammatory effect, but doses were between 100 to 400 milligrams per kilogram of body weight. So if the benefits are the same for humans, my personal math would require somewhere between 6.5 to 26 grams of chaga, or between 8 to 35 servings of Everyday Dose per day. So based on all of this info, it would appear that Everyday Dose is probably just another overhyped supplement that won't deliver on its promises. However, other people have claimed that it works, as long as you do all the other things required for better health, like eat better and exercise more. So all that's left to do is try this out for the full 30 days and then report back to you to let you know what my experiences are with each of these promised benefits. Okay, I need to tell you a couple of things. About 12 days ago, I had to purchase a second bag of this stuff, because this one ran out. Supposedly there's 30 doses in here, but I'm not alone in finding that it didn't last the full 30 days. And if you want to drink more than 1 3-ounce cup of coffee per day, it's gonna get pretty expensive. Anywhere from 2 to 20 times more expensive than regular coffee, depending on your math. And if you drink up to their recommended 4 servings per day, that's $144 a month. Another thing, about 2 weeks ago, I switched to drinking it cold, because the biggest positive I've found with Everyday Dose is that you can prepare it quickly, because it's instant coffee. So with this second bag, I've been adding 2 scoops to 8 ounces of cold water and a splash of heavy cream. So my coffee ritual's gone, but I have noticed that it tastes, let's say, less bad when it's cold. Now let's talk about those promised benefits. All day energy. No. It's like drinking half my normal dose of coffee each morning, so I actually crash way earlier than I usually do. Gut health. I mean, I don't get bloated from my regular coffee, so I guess I'm not really the target market here. Stress. Man, this is actually kind of depressing. Clarity, focus, and elevated mood. Here's where it gets exciting, y'all. After 30 days of drinking this stuff, I found Everyday Dose absolutely does jack. Y'all, it works about the same as coffee if you double the dose up. So will this work for you? I mean, probably not. But you might still want to try this out for yourself. And that's totally fine. But if you're on the fence, save yourself the time and the money, and be sure to check out these reviews next.